Have you ever been on a truly unforgettable vacation? The kind where the sand is warm beneath your feet, the sun kisses your skin, and every worry seems to melt away with the sound of the waves. Maybe you remember the laughter, the salty breeze, and the feeling that nothing could possibly go wrong. That's exactly where our story begins, right in the heart of paradise, where everything feels almost too perfect to be real. Picture this. It's March 4th, 2016. Amanda Stanton is somewhere beautiful, probably near a beach, soaking in the peacefulness of the moment. The gentle crash of the waves, the soft sand between her toes, and the promise of a carefree day ahead. The sun is shining, the birds are singing their morning songs, and everything feels just perfect, almost like a dream you never want to wake up from. But then, something subtle starts to shift. The air gets quiet, too quiet. The laughter fades, and a strange stillness settles over the beach, as if nature itself is holding its breath. The warm sun slowly disappears behind a thickening blanket of clouds. The sky, once a brilliant blue, now turns a moody, uncertain shade of gray, hinting that something is about to change. Amanda notices a subtle shift, a small but undeniable change in the atmosphere. The gray clouds gather, stacking up like giant fluffy mountains of charcoal, blocking out the light and casting long shadows across the sand. A chill breeze whispers through the palm trees, carrying a message. Something big is on its way. The perfect day quickly turns mysterious, the air thick with anticipation and a hint of something ominous. And then, the first distant rumble of thunder rolls across the water. It's low, almost hesitant, but unmistakable. The first sign that this isn't just going to be a passing shower. The energy in the air is electric. The adventure was about to begin, whether Amanda was ready for it or not. In paradise, even the calmest days can turn into the most unforgettable stories. Suddenly, the distant rumble wasn't so distant anymore. A loud, booming clap of thunder shook the ground. It was as if a giant was angry, stomping his feet across the sky. This wasn't just any old thunderstorm. It was a full-blown, epic storm that demanded everyone's attention. Then came the lightning, a spectacular light show. Huge, jagged bolts of light tore across the dark sky. Each flash was followed by an even louder crack of thunder. The rain came down in sheets, a solid wall of water. The wind howled, bending trees like they were made of rubber. It was a tropical tempest, a wild force of nature. The storm felt personal, relentless, and all-encompassing. It was an experience that made you feel very small in the face of nature's power. When a storm like that hits, it's okay to be a little scared. Amanda, in that moment, probably felt a jolt of fear. Her first thought was likely for her daughters, wishing she could be with them. But here's the thing about Amanda. She's not just one thing. Yes, she might have felt fear, but she also has a curious spirit. Alongside the fear, there was probably a sense of awe. She might have peeked through the window, watching the spectacular show. Amanda's initial surprise quickly turned into a different kind of energy. It wasn't panic. It was a focused awareness. She knew she couldn't control the storm outside, but she could control what she did inside. That shift from feeling scared to thinking about what to do next is so important. Amanda was ready to face the storm with grace and strength. So, what do you do when a storm of the century is happening right outside your window? You make a plan. It's essential to stay calm and think clearly. The first step is to ensure your immediate safety. Amanda's first action was to make sure she was in a safe place. She knew that being outside or near windows could be dangerous. This meant getting inside and staying inside, away from windows. She closed the curtains or blinds to avoid any potential hazards from shattered glass. Once safely inside, Amanda probably did a quick check of her surroundings. She made sure there were no immediate dangers and that everything was secure. By securing her environment, she was taking control of the situation. Locking doors and windows gave her a sense of security and control. Think about the little things that bring comfort during a storm. A warm blanket, a hot drink, or even some calming music can make a big difference. Amanda likely did something to make herself feel more secure and comfortable. Lighting candles and creating a cozy atmosphere can help ease the tension. These small acts of self-care are a form of bravery. They show that even in the face of a storm, you can find ways to take care of yourself. And you know what else is a great way to feel safe and connected? Reaching out to people you love. A simple call or text can make a world of difference. Reaching out to people you love. Amanda might have sent a text to her family or a friend, sharing the experience. It's a way to feel less alone. Amanda might have sent a text to her family or a friend, sharing the experience. It's a way to feel less alone. Knowing someone else is aware of your situation can be incredibly comforting. Connecting with others is a powerful way to find strength and reassurance. In times of uncertainty, the support of loved ones can be a beacon of hope. Every storm, no matter how big and loud, eventually runs out of energy. After what felt like an eternity, Amanda would have noticed a change. The thunder began to soften, the lightning less frequent. The intense rain turned into a gentle shower. The chaos was finally starting to subside. As the storm moved on, a beautiful and peaceful quiet settled over everything. Amanda probably took a deep breath and let it out slowly. The fear was gone, replaced by a profound sense of relief. She had made it through. Amanda likely felt a surge of pride. She had faced a truly massive, scary storm, and she had handled it with grace. A little sliver of light appeared on the horizon. Amanda probably felt a wave of gratitude for her safety and the simple beauty of the world. So, what's the big takeaway from Amanda's epic thunderstorm adventure? It's more than just a story about weather or a single brave moment. It's about what happens inside us when life gets tough, when the world feels dark and uncertain, and when we're not sure if we can make it through. It's a story about courage. Not the kind of courage that means you never feel fear, but the kind that shows up when you need it most, even if your heart is pounding and your hands are shaking. It teaches us that it's okay to be scared. Fear is a natural part of facing something unknown or difficult, and it doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Courage isn't about not being afraid. It's about feeling that fear and still choosing to move forward, to do what's right, even when it's hard. Courage is about being afraid and doing the right thing anyway. It's about taking that first step, even if you're not sure where it will lead. Amanda showed us that you can feel fear and be brave at the exact same time. Those two feelings can live side by side, and that's what makes real courage so powerful. This story also shows us that we are stronger than we think. Sometimes we don't realize our own strength until we're tested by something unexpected. Sometimes it takes a big, loud, scary storm to make us realize it. The challenges we face can reveal hidden reserves of courage and hope we never knew we had. Amanda faced the storm and discovered a well of inner strength. She learned that even when the world outside is wild and unpredictable, there's a calm center inside us all. And remember, every storm ends. No matter how fierce or long it seems, the clouds will eventually part. No matter how dark the clouds are, the sun will always come out again. There is always hope, even in the darkest moments. Trust in your own strength, and have hope that the sun will shine again. Believe that you can weather any storm, just like Amanda did. Because just like Amanda, you have a sunshine within you that is brighter and more powerful than any storm. Let it shine, and you'll find your way through.